this chick is playing in the fields of the Lord. She is, David Milch would talk about, okay, so he went to Deadwood and he absorbed, the show Deadwood took place Deadwood, 1870s, and he absorbed everything that he could about Deadwood, and then he said, you learn everything and then you forget it, okay? And then you let it live within you. You get your ego out of the way and you're of service to the characters. Now, sometimes a scene or something would be written, and then later one of the interns would come in and say, well, that's exactly what had happened, right? But we weren't researching it. It was like you're following a trajectory of truth. And that's what interests me in being available to a greater spirit, and being available to whatever turns that comes. If that means stepping on a few toes. That's not being transgressive, that's not being cruel. They say honesty without compassion is cruelty. I'm not talking about that. I don't view what I did as something that was cruel. I think that, again, like I said, if there was an individual that felt hurt, that's a conversation I want to have with them, and I owe it to them to explain to them. And I'm available and have had those conversations with people to say how, to have that personal interaction and honor each other's feelings around it. But other than that,
What was the last name, Chloe? And
what?
what was the last name of your?
Of my crush? Mantle. What is it? M-A-N? Yeah, and it's fucking cool. All right, so I called the press office to go to the tower because I'm doing the story on this. And I never know how people are going to react. They send my bio, and it's like, oh great, it's either going to be you're the fucking Antichrist, oh my god, or it's or the best is an uneducated consumer. They don't know me, And it was really cool because I go there and to the tower and. There's this really cool guy, and he read The Heart is Deceitful, and then we can have this conversation, and he's here tonight. It's just that's what I mean about a felt sense of community. It comes back because ultimately the work was of service. Ultimately, people recognize the felt sense of authenticity of the work.
The original Laura did you write this?
No, this is a lawyer. This is a lawyer.
This is my lawyer, so now we get to the good stuff. Unfortunately, in our society, the most creative people are often those who are the least compensated, at least on a material level. Therefore, when the Authors Guild has asked me to represent some of these individuals in disputes, I have considered it not a financial investment, but rather as a pro bono opportunity to support a critical part of our culture. Miss Albert's dispute with Bloomsbury is one of those opportunities. She's seeking not merely to recoup the meagre financial fruits of her labour, but to recover her children, her creative works. Bloomsbury is neither promoting nor distributing her work. They are holding that work hostage as they try to recoup an unauthorised settlement. Their position is clearly contrary to their contractual agreements. They are obviously counting on the fact that no one will stand up for her. They are content to let time pass as they interfere with her attempts to gain a wider distribution for her work, all the while collecting whatever royalties come their way, and failing to account for what they have collected, what they have taken, or what they claim to have expended in settlement. This is not merely unfair, it is unconscionable.
Let's start with Bloomsbury. So, and when you buy these books, I'm not getting a dime of it. And Bloomsbury, just like in Sarah, the kid at the end of the book is held in bondage. He's held in debt. He owes a debt. He doesn't know how much it is. He doesn't know when he'll repay the debt. But he's just made there to fuck off the debt. So it's amazing that that's exactly what has happened. My book, Sarah, right now, is being made to fuck off the debt. So, it's funny. I'm sorry. There's a Laura Albert, and she's a stunt woman. And so I get emails of people saying, "You're Laura Albert, the stunt woman." I'm like, she plays a stunt double. I had a stunt double. And anyway, it turns out through this funny thing we might be related. So